welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole and I'm a UK based cash stuffer, and this video is my reallocation of all my savings challenges that I've done, and then after I've reallocated the cash I'm going to try and do a cash condensing, but I have a sneaky suspicion that I don't have enough placeholders for money that I'm taking to the bank. So we'll find out, I feel like it might be a bit of a shambles today, but it is what it is. Okay, so let me jump in. I have a vague idea of where I want things to go for the reallocation. This is not the right binder. It's a great start. Here we go. So this is all the ones. No, this is not. This is all the ones. Here we go. Try again. This is all the ones. These are all the challenges I've completed over the last, I don't actually know how many months. And this is what we're going to be reallocating today. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them all out, count how much each one has saved, and just pop the money in here. So let's just start there. So this was Pancake Stash from the Housewife's budget, and this one saved quite a big chunk in comparison to the others. So this one has saved £120. And initially I had planned that this would be for my dad's birthday and Father's Day. So in here we should have 120, so 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15 and 20. 120, so that's good. There we go. Oops. I'll just put them back in their envelopes for the time being. Next up is also from the Housewife's budget, and it was a slice of savings. And this was a roll the dice game, which has not got too much in it because my denominations were really, really low, because I want to use all my trackers. So this saved, I think, is that £18? Yes, sorry about my brain again. There's just a lot happening, so my brain is worse than usual. So I'll pop the coins there. This saved 18. But if you had this, if you have this one, you can change the rules to suit you. So I only went round the pizza once, so that once every single slice had a topping of a dice roll, then I'd call it quits. But you could do this, maybe like have 3 toppings on each slice before you end the challenge, and you get to choose your own denominations for each topping as well. I just did the cheapskates version because I'm on a kind of a low income. It's not actually that low. I feel really bad saying that. It's not low. We're not struggling, but it's not as much as average. The average amount. Okay. Then I've got birthday. Also, again, I think there's a theme here. I believe it's by the Housewife budget. There's not actually any markings to say that it is, but I think it is. I'm just going to take the money out and the game card. Oh gosh, because it's a bit tight. But it doesn't actually say the Housewife budget. I'm guessing that that's where it's from. Please let me know either way if it is or if it isn't, but that's what I'm assuming that it is. Anyway, this saved 50. 20, 40, nope, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. Come on, Nicole, you can do it. Dig deep. Right. We can do it. We can do it. Right, okay. This is my freebie from May. Again, you can choose your own denominations. It'll be linked somewhere, somewhere in the descriptions of the videos. And I just saved 10 in here. So I chose each fish to be £1 and each mermaid to be 2. But if you have this, you can choose your own denominations for each. So that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 is 10. And then this is another freebie from me from February. I called it February Fairy because I'm original. I'm only joking. £10 in there. I just made myself cringe. I'm so sorry. That's what that pause was about. Oh my gosh. And then this is another freebie from me, which is, well, it doesn't actually have a name, does it? It just says the daisies are whatever you choose and the sheep are whatever you choose. So I had £1 for daisies, £2 for sheeps, and I've ended up with £15 in there. This one was from We Got This Studio. It was a freebie. Maybe it's still a freebie, I don't know, don't quote me, but this one saved 10. Vitamin C. I asked for this for Christmas from That Budget Looks. So I got that for Christmas. That saved £20. I think it saved £20. Yeah, it did. Yep, £20 in there. It was supposed to be for holidays. However, we'll get into it. Everything's always changing with me. I've got such good intentions and then nothing ever pans out. So this was 90s Babe. It saved 70, which I've got here. Well, this 50's in the bank, obviously. I don't think Kimberly Budget's made this, but I don't think she's going anymore. I think she's closed her shop. So that saved 70. I made this one. It should be linked in my Ko-Fi shop if you want it. Pin number Panic. And this one saved me 140. It saved me 143, but I took the £3 out because it was annoying me, which I didn't need to because I've still got coins here, so I wasted my own time. But 140 in there. And then last but not least, a freebie from me. This was April Showers, and it saved me 20 because I made each raindrop £1. There we go. And that is everything. So I'll pop this away for the time being. Don't think I'll need it again. Why is it not closing? Well, it's not closing. I'll put it over here. So in total, let's count what I've got. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, and then I've got the £100 placeholder is 300, 350, 360, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 475, 477, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so 483, I think. I'm actually gobsmacked at that. I really wasn't expecting that much money. I'm sure I'll find somewhere for it and then I'll be like, oh, I needed more. That's usually what happens, but let's see. So that, I'm quite happy with that. Now, let's start at the beginning, which is actually the end. So in my debt goals or like schedule that I was supposed to keep to, I worked it out and every week I was supposed to put £15 in here. So that would bring us up to this little icon here. And I did work it out. I think it's 135. £135 that needs to go in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Okay, so 9 times 15. 9 times 15. 135. Okay, so I have to put that in here in order to be on schedule with my schedule. Oh my gosh. So there's 135. Okay, that's just in the bank, and I'll know that that's what that's for. So I'll pop that in there. 1 second. Actually, let me count it all together now. So in debt, 100, 20, 40, 50, 60. 160 in there now. I'll grab my pen and colour them off. Okay. That's, did I count this 50 as well or not? I don't think I did I? Shall we try again? 150 in the bank, 70, 90, 200, 210. That's better. 210 in there now. $3.5 plus 75, 210. Amazing. Okay. Okay, what else did I need to boost? Let me go through. That's, I'm sure. Right, okay, so I know that these are all alright for the time being. Birthdays. I've already spent some money for my dad's birthday present, so technically it needs to go back to the bank. So I'll take 25 out. It was a watch strap. So I'll take that back to the bank. Now I've still got either birthday or Father's Day, I'm not sure which, and I've got 3 birthdays for my son's school friends as well. So that's 4 birthdays. Let's do 100. Oh, there's a placeholder there, 50. Yeah, let's do 100 because my thinking is that's £25 each, which isn't a great deal, but for kids it is. It's a lot of money to spend on a kid's birthday, actually. Maybe I'll do 15 per child and the rest on my dad. There we go. We'll do that. Okay. Yeah, because that's quite a lot, isn't it, to spend on some children's birthday party presents. I don't know what the rules are, honestly. I mean, when my son had his birthday, people went all out. They bought him, like, Lego boxes and all sorts. So now I feel like, is that the norm? Because that wasn't the norm in my mind previously. But now I feel like that's the norm. I don't know. Anyway, what's today? The 5th of June, 25. We're adding in 100. And now we have 100. Car maintenance, I haven't got any money yet, and I'm starting to panic because I know that the credit card is due out soon in the next couple of days. So I'm just waiting for them to send the money, but I don't know how long that takes. So I'm a little bit panicky about that, but it's on the way. Dental could use some money, but it's not drastically important. Holiday fund. What else do I need? Oh, sorry guys, let me just... What else do I need to do? So I've got nothing left for this month. The fuel needs to go to the bank. Rainy day needs some money, definitely. So I was thinking I'll put £20 into rainy day because I haven't done it at all. £20 probably isn't as much as it would have been if I'd have been stuffing this every week. But if we've got some money left over at the end, we'll come back to it. So 05. 06. I could probably work out actually because I've got the last time I put money in here. Oh, I'd need a calendar to see how many weeks it's been. We'll put 30 in then. Let's do 30. So that now gives us 65. This is what was already in. We'll put in 30 in. Yep. So 20, 40, 50, 65. Yep, so that's right now. And then I'll colour in these little spindles. So put 30 in. Each spindle is a fiver. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. There we go. business fund, I'm skipping. Home improvements definitely need some money, but no set amount. School holidays has got a set amount. That was pin number panic, do you remember? So I need to put 140 in here. So 10, 20, 40, 80. 90, 100. Let me double check because my brain's not right. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Yep. 110, 120, 130, and 140. So then now so far we have 140, 190, 195 pounds in here. So that's 2 weeks worth of school holidays. That's depressing. 2 weeks out of 6. Wow. Okay, so I've added in 140 from pin number panic to make it 195, did I say? Yeah, so that's definitely 195 in there, so that's good. Okay, those are the ones that desperately needed set amounts because I had targets. The rest is just wherever. The coins, I'm going to swap for this fiver. Have I got 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7. I'm going to swap these because these haven't got zippy pockets and I'd like to be able to put them in because I think this £2 will probably end up going back into the small challenges with the zippy pockets because obviously they'll just fall out otherwise. So I'll take that £5 coins back to the bank and I'll just use this fiver in here. Okay, now I'm going to leave that there for now and I'll talk about the holidays that I was thinking of. Yeah, so in here, these are my ongoing challenges. They're not finished. But this card game is for a holiday for 2026 and it saves, I think it was like 1,300 or something steep like that. I'm panicking with this because obviously we've just finished May and the denominations was £20 a week, which isn't too much, but when you get over to, I think, like November and December, I haven't even worked it out. How much would that be? Okay. Okay. So when you get to December, so this, in May, each week was £20 in order to save the full 85 at the end. This December, we're saving, instead of 85, we're saving 192 by the time we get to December, and that's in 1 month. So that's £48 a week if there's 4 weeks in that month. And that is going to absolutely take all the money that would be going into other pockets that are still needed. Not obviously out of like the food budget or anything, but if this was all going on a holiday, I'd be struggling to find money for Christmas, for example. And I've got a good few birthdays in December and January as well. So that 48, I can't really justify, not that it's just this one, but I can't really justify all of it going into holiday. The top and bottom of this long story is I can't afford a holiday as extravagant as one that would cost £1,300, okay? So what I've decided to do is I'm going to every now and then, every so often, whenever it's time, I'm going to take the money out of this and I'm going to split it in half. So half of it will, oh, by the way, I've replaced the £100. I did end up taking it out of his house money because I don't know where else it was going to come from. You know the money for the zoo from last week? It came out of his house savings. I don't know what else to do. Anyway, this is going to be half and half. This is going to be half holiday and half Christmas because Christmas is going to stress me out. I can feel it already. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to do that now while I'm here. So May's been completed. I'll put that to the side and I'll put June's in when I start June. So 100 into, let's count how much it's got first. 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 10, 20, 25 and 30. £235. So we'll do 100 and... I'll do 120 into holiday. And then 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110 into Christmas. Yeah, I feel better doing that, honestly. I really do. Because Christmas is stressing me out. It always does. And I'm not... If I keep throwing money into holiday, I'm not going to have any money to throw into a Christmas pot. You know what I mean? Like, I have to spread what I've got. And it's not very much. Let me take these out because we might need them afterwards. This might end up being quite a long video at this rate. So all this rambling. Rambling on and on. Okay, holiday fund. Let's put this money in here now. And I still have loads of money in the bank for the holiday anyway. So it really shouldn't be taking up as much money as it is, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So we'll write on first what I'm putting in. Okay. And I'm putting in 120. And that takes me up to, what did I have before? 490. 610. So let's see. I'm not going to colour these aeroplanes because it's maths. And I think my phone's going to run out of storage if I keep doing these things on camera. Right, so there's the £20 going in and there's another placeholder. So let's see what we've got. I should have 610. So in the bank, I've got 100, 200, 300, 400, 550, 570, 590, and 610. Oh my gosh, 610. So that's really good. I'm very happy with that. And then I will colour this off afterwards. And then let's quickly skip over to Christmas and I'll put the other 110 in. Where are you? You're here. Did I say 110 for Christmas? So 05, 06, 25. And this is plus 110, which should take me to 135. Make sure I've actually got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, and 10. Yep, that's right. And I should have 135. Let's see. 130 and 135. Cool. There we go. My stresses have been somewhat relieved. Amazing. And now I can just put this money wherever I want it to go. How much have we got? So I've got these £3 here. That's a £5. Have I got a £5 in my purse that I can swap? I think I have. Yes, I have. Amazing. And I can sync those as well. There we go. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 and 50. Now, for this bit, there's going to be no rhyme or reason as to where I'm putting things. I'm just putting them because I feel like they need some attention. Let's see what we've got. So I'll start with this one. Now, I know, actually, that I do want to put some into home improvements. how much though. Let's put 15. I don't know why. I've just picked that number out of the air. So that should take us up to 110. Wow, there's been a lot of scratching going on. I did buy something though. I wonder if this is going to be right or not. I bought one of those big plastic boxes, you know, with the briefcase clips where you put the code in and you can unclip it that way. Because my son, he needs to be restrained. So all the good stuff, all the fun stuff goes in that box, like the snack box essentially. Because otherwise he eats everything in one day and I can't lock any locks. That's the only lock he's never figured out, basically. He's figured out all the locks in the world. Yeah, so there is a 50 missing out of here because that box did cost £50. So that's actually not accurate anymore. So that's 45, not 95. So that's what that went on. It was for a big box. So 45 plus 50, 55 and 60 in there now. Yeah, it was needed. I took it out of here because I didn't actually know where else to take the £50 from that I needed, but it was definitely needed. Yeah, because he's figured out every single type of baby safe thing you could imagine, honestly. Okay, I don't really want money for garden. It's not an emergency. I've just stuffed that. Just stuffed holidays. Fun stuff will hang fire. Dental does need something. It's not a major rush, but we'll put in just a £5, I think, to top it up. Because it's not a rush, but it's needed at some point, isn't it? So there we go. So now in dentist we have 110. We're skipping because the money's coming from the transport people. Birthdays is all set. Beauty, hang fire. New clothes. Okay, a little bit desperate. Christmas is done. This is also desperate because this will be for his school uniform in September. So what have we got left? 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. The 5 I'll pop in beauty, and then 15 will go into new clothes and 15 will go into my son's uniform fund. That's the plan. There we go. I'm happy about that. I really need to clean this off. So 05, 06, 25. We're adding £15 and we should now have... Why does it say we've got £50 in there when we literally don't? I've obviously bought more clothes, haven't I? This is what happens when you neglect these binders. So I've got £15, guys. I've got £15 in here. Yeah, because I'm spending whenever I need to spend and not tracking properly. That's naughty. And then I said for his school uniform, didn't I? Oh, 05, 06, 25 plus 15, and now we have 15 in there. There we go. Oh, 05, 06, 25. There we go. That's everything for the reallocation, the long-awaited reallocation. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to check what I'm like for storage because I think it might cut out. And then I'm going to come back and what's the word? Cache condense everything that's in there now. But I don't want it to stop recording and I've done it all. Do you know what I mean? So, better safe than sorry. See you soon. Bye.